this out here. All right, let's see. We're live. We're here.
Love and Chokes podcast.
Yes, this thing is it's like the pre-show. It's always like the pre-show. All right.
Today was a fucking good day.
Yes.
I'll tell the story of my day on the podcast today.
All right, let's see.
Tell our story.
Tell the story.
Have a little story time, if you will.
I got mocked for liking Russia for soccer.
Why would you get mocked, and who mocked you?
Some Turkish guy at work.
Oh.
He's like, they play like shit. I'm like, hey man, steroids.
Like incorrect.
Yes. It's like, you don't know. It's okay. I get it. You watch soccer, but you don't know about steroids. Guess what? They got a lot of them, and they're working. Look how old the team is compared to everybody else.
You get that little helping hand from the endocrinologist.
Yes. The scientist.
Come out there super jacked.
He said, "Why he looks so old?" But he's got better than old man strength. He's grabbing dudes and throwing them around. All right, we're ready to get to it.
Of course. Of course. The second you're ready. I almost die.
Keyword is almost.
Hold on. Time to get a sip. Oh my goodness. Okay, Anthony.
Yes.
Mother Mary. Okay.
Okay.
Let's get after it. Oh shit! Turn that shit up. Episode 77. Love and Chokes podcast. I got my main man.
Hey.
My main man.
Yeah.
Powerful Anthony behind
Ace.
the switches.
Ace Boone Coon.
Making shit pop, making shit work.
Woo.
We got so much to talk about.
We do.
Of course,
Mm-hmm.
I want to share my day with you.
Yes.
I want to share my day with you because I think there's a little bit of value in the story for everyone. I could be wrong, but that's why you can judge. We're also going to talk about UFC. How many UFCs this weekend, Anthony?
2.
2 UFCs. If you ask Chael, there's more than 2. We might get to that too.
Yeah.
I can't believe we're 77 deep.
We are 77.
We should call this motherfucker I-77.
Mm-hmm. Why?
Because that's the fucking highway that ends in C-L-E. Anthony?
And we're also going to introduce you to the new Chapo, El Chapo.
What?
There's a new El Chapo out there.
What do you mean?
There's another person who did the similar escape like he did.
There's some fucking tunneling motherfuckers out here?
No, he came out from. No, they came in like space troopers, like dropped down.
You're gonna have to tell me this during the weird news section. You can't be introducing brand new ideas during the goddamn intro, Anthony.
Hey man, we're doing it like the military. You gotta tell them what we're gonna tell them, then we tell them, then we tell them what we tell them.
That's not just the military, that's also adult education. And now, Anthony.
Yes.
Let's get into it, dog.
Okay. So what happened today?
So today I was out of sorts a little bit, and not in a really negative way. It's just that I've gotten into a rhythm because of strength training.
Oh yeah.
Of waking up in the morning, doing whatever, and then going to strength training by 9 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
But it's our week off. We have 12 weeks on, 1 week off. That's the cycle.
Okay.
Right? Of training.
Yes, not of steroids.
Gear. So I wake up and I wake up at like 5:30, and I just feel kind of aimless. Like I don't know what the fuck to do with myself.
Mm-hmm.
And I just kind of laid about. I got out of my bed to get a large glass of water.
Yeah.
The rest of my morning was spent in bed until 10 o'clock. So for 4.5 hours, I was conscious,
Yeah.
capable,
Yeah.
and did fuck all.
Okay.
And part of me is like, well, it's your vacation, kind of. Like, you woke up on time, so you'll be ready to go back to training. If I'm awake, I should be fucking doing work. That's how I feel. And so, and I'm just going to keep going because it's the audio. Yeah. If they don't get the video, or maybe YouTube caught up with us, and they're like, actually, you do have some strikes. But my point is, if I'm not where I'm supposed to be, why am I so happy sitting still? And I just sat in my bed and like watched videos and did other stuff. And then I get a text from my homegirl, and she's like, yo, what are you doing? I'm like 20 minutes away from you, and I want to fucking study. And I was like, I'll see you in 20 minutes. Cool. And normally that's not enough time. Normally I don't like it when people are like, I'm real close by, can I drop by?
Yeah.
I fucking hate that.
Yeah.
But it was going to force me to change my fucking rhythm.
Mm-hmm.
And I was getting into a very lazy rhythm, right? Where if I hadn't have taken like like an external force into the day,
yeah,
right? If I hadn't have let somebody else get involved in my day, I probably would have stayed in my bed until like 2. Just saying. I probably would have stayed in bed until 2.
Yeah.
So instead, my friend comes over, and we also kind of helped each other procrastinate for a while.
Yeah.
But I ended up getting like 4 times as much shit done as I normally would have gotten done.
Okay.
Because there was someone around. And I didn't say what I was going to do.
Mm-hmm.
But I just didn't want to have them see me doing nothing.
Gotcha.
Make sense?
Yeah.
It's a lot of the reason why I choose to have a trainer when I work out. Some people just go to the fucking gym. More power to you. If you can do that and really improve all the time, not just walk around looking at your phone and shit. If you're in there and you're doing as much work by yourself as I do with my trainer, I have a great amount of respect for you. I'm not on that level yet with my self-control and my self-discipline.
All right.
So instead of being like, well, one day I'm just going to get disciplined, I decided to make that model the model. I place accountability in my life. I place someone that can fucking see me. And shit gets done. Shit gets done. So it ended up being a really spectacular day.
Nice.
I've been writing a lecture on the closed guard, like a seminar.
Yeah, yeah.
I've been writing a little bit about side control.
Okay.
Just starting.
Just starting, get some ideas.
Starting.
Putting pen to paper.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got you. It's rough.
Literally.
Yeah.
Putting that pen on the fucking paper. And yeah, and then also like doing business crap that I didn't want to do.
Mm-hmm.
So it was awesome.
Nice.
It's awesome. I feel lucky that I have friends that are willing to be that accountability machine, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, yo, I'm kind of a piece of shit sometimes and need a little help.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, I'll be there in 20. You know?
Nice.
So shout out to homegirls.
Nice.
So Anthony.
Yes.
What's going on in the UFC?
UFC. So let's see. We have 2 events coming up because this week is Fight Week, and at least 2 UFC events. I don't know about any other fight events we have.
Oh, you know what? Before we get into the UFC, let's talk about a little jiu-jitsu.
Okay.
Did you watch that ACB show?
No.
You know what I'm talking about? Absolute Championship Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu?
No.
It airs on fucking YouTube.
Okay.
And it's like out of Russia or something.
Okay.
And they get some fucking killers out there.
Okay.
They fucking pay money. And this just happened. It's like 2 days ago. Man, if these motherfuckers weren't fighting for advantages and stalling, it was some of the most boring shit. It was literally like I'm just starting to get excited about the game again.
Yeah.
And when I watched the Worlds, I was fucking encouraged. I saw positions and scrambles and things that I didn't think motherfuckers were even doing anymore. These dudes were scrapping out there.
Yeah.
This ACB JJ shit,
Mm-hmm.
a bunch of stalling ass motherfuckers. 3 finishes in like a cajillion fights.
That's kind of whack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even the promoters were pissed. They were posting on Instagram about how like, you motherfuckers are whack. We're going back and we're going to pay you less money because you don't fucking charge. We're going to find some other motherfuckers who want to charge out here. Gordon Ryan went hard on them.
Yeah.
And was like, oh yeah, you guys out here stalling and shit. I see you. So yeah, I tried to watch jiu-jitsu, and that's what's funny. Like during that first couple of hours of being awake,
yeah,
I was like, let me watch some jiu-jitsu, and I started watching this shit, and I'm like, man, this is motherfucking boring.
It's not motivating at all.
It's not at all. And then like while I'm trying to like go through it fight by fight and find some interesting moments, I see a notification from BJJ Scout.
Yeah.
and he had just done like a review of it,
Mhm.
and he's like, "This is a super disappointing event," and I'm like, "I'm not tripping. Like, I'm disappointed as fuck. Because I'm scanning through after the first couple matches were
Right.
like kind of boring to me, so I'm scanning through, and I'm like, what the fuck? These names look good,
But it's not nothing.
but
nothing's
these
popping.
scraps,
Nothing's popping.
these scraps not so much." And I'm like, fuck all this. And he's like, all right, you're not tripping. Everybody feels that way.
Yeah, everybody feels like it's whack. Okay,
Mhm.
that's good.
So, yeah, I tried to study the jiu-jitsu.
But you know,
But what's cool, in a world where you need flow grappling to see a lot of the top guys in full-length matches,
Mhm.
it's cool that event exists.
yeah,
Because there's hours and hours of footage. Like, all their events are just sitting on YouTube.
okay,
That one event that just aired, I think it's seriously something like 5 or 7 hours. Like, it's fucking crazy. So the amount of shit you could study is pretty deep. So I recommend that, even if it's not exciting,
oh wow,
just
yeah.
seeing some of the shit that's going on and having that much footage for free, we shouldn't fuck that up. You should check that shit out.
That's crazy. That's like 8 hours
You know what I'm saying?
of footage for yesterday's event alone.
You know?
Yeah, 5.
That's a lot of jiu-jitsu.
They have a lot of free jiu-jitsu out there. That's crazy.
Yeah. All right, so let's get to the UFC.
All right, so let's bring these up. So we got. So which one do you want to go first? The Ultimate Fighter.
Let's do it in the order that they come.
All right. Blim, blim, blim. So we got, this is the Friday card. This is the Ultimate
Oh,
Fighter
my
finale.
boyfriend.
Israel.
Yeah. The last style bender will fight Brad Tavares.
Yes.
He gonna fuck him up.
You think so?
Style bender fucks up Brad Tavares. Yeah,
Okay.
I think so.
Then we got.
Is that the main event?
That's the main event. Then we got Bruce Leroy.
Versus Eddie Bravo's cousin.
El Toro, yeah. All he
Um,
needs to be is El Tornado.
Yeah. You know, I'm so down. I'm so down with motherfuckers with 500 records. I really want Bruce Leroy to win.
Yeah.
But, and I also don't know this Martin kid,
Mm-hmm.
Martin Bravo.
Yeah.
But I can't go with him.
What? No, because of the last name.
Because, well, see, but that's not even Eddie Bravo's name. His name actually Bravo.
Edgar Cano.
All right. But I'm just saying I don't know the level of competition in Mexico right now.
Right. That's a fair point. So we'll go with,
So you have a 12-1 record, but who did you fight?
yeah. See, can I tell?
So
No, you're not gonna tell me here. I gotta click on his name and figure that out.
let's go with
Let's see. The last one was, he lost his last fight.
but he's been
He's been in
in the UFC for
yeah.
a little while.
Yeah.
This will be his third fight in the UFC.
Yep.
He's specced.
Yes. And then we got your girl,
My
Roxanne.
girl. Oh, Roxanne. Holding it down for the nerds.
Yes. But this will be a good fight for us to watch.
Roxanne versus Barb, 8 versus 7.
Yes.
The Happy Warrior versus the Little Warrior.
The Battle of the Warriors.
You know, I'm going to go Roxanne by submission.
You think so?
Roxanne by sub. Right, by sub.
By sub.
Armbar. Armbar.
Ninjutsu.
Armbar. Roxanne Modafferi by armbar.
Okay. And then we got, and this is where it starts to fall off.
By the way, Jessica I beats the fuck out of both of them.
Yeah,
All
I
right,
was-
next.
That's what I was gonna say. This will be a good fight to watch for us.
Just saying.
Just for us.
Jess would fuck up both those girls.
And this is where it just gets, this is where it falls off.
Surprise.
The Cuban Missile Crisis.
Italy.
That's a long ass name.
We're going with Alessio. The Cuban Missile Crisis? Yeah, I'll fuck with
Julian,
that.
the Cuban Missile Crisis. Just call yourself the Cuban Missile, man. That's just
No, it's not the same thing.
But it's way shorter.
It's not about short.
Come on,
If
man.
you're gonna look, the Cuban Missile Crisis is actually kind of hilarious. But nah, fuck that, dog. I'm going with Surprise. Italy. He's got better nipples. All right, Montana De La Rosa versus I don't know how to say her name. Rachel's a thickie.
Yes.
What's her length?
Let's see. She's leg reach is 38. She's
Like she has hips,
Yeah.
shoulders, and breasts.
she's short though. That's what's,
And like I'm not trying to be like, I'm being serious.
yeah.
Like
She's
You
much
look at
more-
the other girls at 125,
Yeah.
they're not built like that.
She-
That's a curvy body.
Yeah.
And it's strong. She has shoulders on her. She has arms
Yeah.
on her. Her core is pretty tight. But her body's very, very feminine.
Yep.
I'm curious about watching her fight. I've never seen her fight. 4-3.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So she's able to pull off a winning record, but it's tight.
Yeah.
I'm curious about who she's been fighting. Very curious about who she's been fighting.
Would you like to look?
You know what? Let's go with Thicky Rachel.
Thicky Rachel? Okay.
Thicky Rach.
Thicky
Thicky
Rach.
Rach.
And then we got Faceless versus Faceless.
Look, if they didn't care enough to put their faces in there, I don't give a fuck.
Violent Bob Ross.
Let's go to that next one, though. No, that's not the next one.
No, the next one's still
Skipped it.
It's still Faceless.
It's okay, because we know these guys.
Oh, shit.
John Gunther. John Gunther has been given a lot of opportunities.
That's crazy.
A lot.
Yeah.
Now, Stipe chose at least one of those
Mm-hmm.
when he put him in the semifinals on the show.
Yeah.
And that's his teammate.
Yeah.
So if he didn't choose him, that would either be really, really professional or kind of cold.
Yeah.
Like,
1 and 2.
or both.
Yeah.
But John has earned his space by displaying his personality.
Yeah.
Like, he's on this fucking card because he's interesting.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go as far to say, like, compelling,
Yeah. But
interesting.
yeah.
He's interesting, and so that's why he's out there. Now, I really hope that he doesn't use his face to catch these goddamn strikes.
No. That'd be kind of nice. No.
Stop being so goddamn tough. Move your motherfucking head and whoop these dudes. Like, I really like John. I don't know him well,
Mm-hmm.
but I like him.
Yeah.
And so I want to see him do well. But he hits a lot of damage. He eats a lot of fucking damage, and that's just unnecessary. Like, one day you're not even going to do this anymore. You're just going to be a dude. And, like, I'd like you to have all of your brain. So I want to say Gunther by rear naked choke.
Okay. Then we got Steven Peterson versus Matt Bassetti.
I'm not even going to bother with these other fights. Let's go right to the other card.
All right, let's bring this over then. Bloop, bloop, bloop.
Doot, doot, doot.
Let's see. Let's go with.
Doot,
Let's start from the
doot,
top and
doot.
work our way down. So we got Stipe versus Daniel Cormier.
Sweet fucking Christ. Now, honestly, do you have to ask?
Of course, we know who you're going for. Stipe.
Bitch, I'm from the land.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, Stipe all day. Now, outside of CLE bias,
Yes.
still Stipe.
Yeah.
Yes. Now, that is no fucking disrespect to DC. Because I think you put another heavyweight champion in the booth.
Mhm.
I mean, in the fucking ring against him.
Yeah.
DC,
Works.
that motherfucker hasn't lost at heavy.
Yeah. He's like beaten almost. He's beaten a lot of heavyweights.
Now there could be some strategy involved. The only way that DC can win this fight is if he takes Stipe down and focuses on control over damage. That's the only way, and he would still have to be successful in doing so.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That's got to be the strategy. That's the winning strategy. DC has awkward but valid striking. And he's found like a style inside of his style, like a style inside of that body. And so he's opened up a lot more in recent years. He throws more. And he throws with more like variance.
Okay.
Still, Stipe is just a lot more fluent.
Yeah.
In the language of stand-up, especially hands.
Yeah.
And I think if Stipe spends 2/3 of a round on his feet,
Mm-hmm. He's won in the fight.
he's going to stop DC.
Oh, okay.
So I say Stipe by finish in round 3.
Okay. All right. Then we got.
And I'll add this, that if we look at people's cards when a fight stops, it'll be split decision.
You think so?
Yes, it'll be rounds where, like, you spend 2/3 of the round on the feet, but it's relatively even, and Stipe does some work, but then Cormier closes with a takedown.
Gotcha.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so it's going to be like, well, you controlled more of the round, but this guy had more dominant control.
Right.
So that's how I see that fight going.
Okay.
Stipe, 3rd round, TKO.
All right. And then we got Max Holloway, baby, and Brian Ortega.
Brian Ortega.
T-City versus Blessed.
Brian Ortega by rear naked choke.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Look, he has capable stand-up,
Mm-hmm.
and he can draw you in. And if he can get his hands on Blessed, like, I'm telling you, man, that's the best jiu-jitsu and MMA in Ortega.
Right.
It really is. Like, there's fancier people
Mm-hmm.
in terms of their accomplishments in jiu-jitsu,
Yeah.
but they were trying to accomplish those things in jiu-jitsu. They weren't learning jiu-jitsu for fighting. And, like, people are going to be like, oh, you're a fucking Gracie nut hugger. It's not about that. It's literally just about that strategy. While people were working on things that only work for the game, he would learn about that. I've seen him invert and do all kinds of crazy moves.
Yeah.
He would learn about that, but his main focus has been shit for fights.
Yeah.
Shit that will work when a motherfucker's trying to smash me. How do I find that transition? And that's why his shit is sharp. It's sharp. It's sharp as fuck.
Makes sense.
And if the fight hits the floor, and I really believe it will,
It's over.
I think he's going to bring Max to the ground.
Yeah.
He'll fucking finish him, dog. Brian Ortega by rear naked choke, round 2.
Okay. Then we got black on black violence. Francis
Oh my
Ngannou, the Pretita, attention versus the
The
black,
Black
big
Beast.
swinging and banging.
Ngannou by decapitation. I think Derek Lewis is really interesting and fun,
Yeah.
but I don't see anything actually special in him besides his personality.
Yeah.
And I don't want to see him get hurt because he kind of reminds me of Big J. I feel like him and Big J could be friends. Like, I don't want to see him get hurt, but that's what I see.
Yeah.
Because he's not going to have the ability to control him like Stipe did.
No, there's no way.
So it's just really like, can you get him tired and try to knock his face off before he knocks your face off? And I don't think so.
No, that's
Ngannou by KO,
That's hard.
round 1, towards the end.
Okay. We got Michael Chiesa versus Anthony Pettis.
Anthony Pettis needs this fight.
Yes, because he's on a skid, isn't he?
And Michael Chiesa, what the fuck are you doing? Why is he fucking fighting?
What happened?
Why the fuck is he fighting?
Oh, because of his eyeball?
That's not his eyeball. He just got cut.
I-
But still,
Okay.
because Ray Borg got his eyes.
Oh, right.
But still, like, it looks like you're in working shape.
Yeah.
You look pretty good.
You're not making any money off that.
And it's like, well, I don't care to make money off lawsuits. And it's like, look, I'm not saying, like, milk it. I'm just
Right.
saying, like,
Get some cash.
dog.
Something.
Do you not have a lawyer?
Something.
Like,
Do I have a friend?
I barely talk to my lawyer.
Yeah.
And if I called him and said, yo, the UFC called me with a fight, he'd be like, and you hung up immediately? Especially when I think about the shit that my lawyer tells me to do.
Right.
He would definitely be like, we're taking everything from Conor.
Yeah.
We're not talking to the UFC right now.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, no, I don't think that's the right thing to do. He'd be like, oh, that's great. I'm glad you feel that way. Sounds like you have that that integrity stuff. And with all this money and all that integrity, just think about how many lives you can change. Now shut your fucking mouth. And if Sean Shelby calls you, nigga, you ain't home.
Yeah.
My lawyer would fucking hang up on me, and that would be that. And that would be the right thing to do.
Yeah.
Objectively.
Yeah.
Like, we're just thinking about what a lawyer would think about, which is
Yeah.
the self-interest of their client and what they could put in their pocket,
Right.
right? Kias out here trying to do the right thing and
You
shit.
said, I don't care. I'm just here.
I'm just going to fight because I'm a man. And it's like, well, if Anthony Pettis whoops your ass,
She can. It's a possibility.
which is entirely possible,
Yes.
and honestly needs to fucking happen.
Yeah.
Otherwise, Pettis calling up fucking Scott Coker.
Yeah. They said little bro's taking
Pettis
over.
calling up the PFL.
Yeah, little bro's taking over.
So, man, I'm going to say Anthony Pettis by decision.
Okay. Then we got Gokhan Sake,
Hooray!
the Rebel, versus some guy who looks like he came out of jail, just stripped out of jail.
I mean, they tried to find somebody that Gokhan can knock out because it's so fun to watch him get knocked out.
Oh, man.
All right, significant strikes landed per minute, 8-2. I'm gonna say Gokhan by horrific knockout.
Let's see, takedown average 0. Takedown is okay, perfect. So that means that's great. So that means
it's gonna be a standout fight with a killer versus a tough man.
yeah.
There's a huge difference between tough men and killers, and Gokhan Sake is a fucking killer.
Yeah.
So, Richard Roundtree over here, about to get shafted, dog. You're about to get fooked. It's gonna be super bad. It's gonna be super bad. I'm just warning you right now.
Oh, man. And then go into the prelims, which is we got Hall. Ooh, get out of here. Versus Paulo Costa.
A beautiful Brazilian.
Yes.
He does have a beautiful body. Yeah, I said it. I know it's beautiful when I'm like,
Man, I'm
I'm mad at his pecs. 'Cause my pecs should look like that, and they don't yet.
Yeah.
So like, I'm like, I like the shape like that, how long they are. Anyway. Yeah, the more I lift, the gayer I'm probably gonna get.
Hey, man.
Like, and not in the terms of like who I want to smooch.
Yeah.
Just what I want to stare at and appreciate.
Yeah. Like you're like, man, you must have worked really hard to get.
You know what I'm
thing.
saying?
I get it.
Like it's like I will be eyeing dudes differently than I used to. I'll be like, oh man, look at that respect. That's a beautiful back. I know how many fucking pull-ups it takes to get a back like that. So I'm gonna go. Man, that's a tough fight. But I've seen Uriah underperform from time to time. I'm going to guess that this is another one of those times. Let's go Paulo Costa by decision, though.
Decision. Okay.
Assunção
versus Rob Font.
Ooh. This is a good scrap. You know, I think it'll be really fun if that division in particular got shooken up a little bit. Assunção's been around forever.
Yeah.
If you were going to get a strap, baby doll, you would have had a strap already. So I'm going to say Rob Font by flash knockout in round 3.
Okay. And then we got Max the Pain Griffin versus Curtis.
All right, stop right there. Max Payne.
Yeah.
I would rather Curtis's name be Curtsy. If his name was Curtsy, I'd be all in. But I'm still going to go against him just because Max Payne is the worst nickname I've ever heard in my life. And, like, that motherfucker, like...
Played too many video games.
First of all, I'll be sure.
Played too many video games.
First of all, Captain Good Hair, soft eyes. Like, look at his light-skinned ass expression. Like, that's exactly... This motherfucker is why Big J doesn't like light-skinned black dudes. Look at the look on his face. Motherfucker doesn't look like he's making a UFC picture.
He's modeling.
It looks like an R&B cover where he's like trying to tell his girl that he's sorry for what he just did or what he forgot to do. All the things I didn't do, girl. Girl, it's me.
He's about to do the same things over again.
Max Griffin.
They call
Girl,
me Max Payne.
I just want to tell you, ever since I made those mistakes, I've been in the Max Payne. Pain, I don't even want to tell you, girl. Like, look at his sad ass eyes, nigga.
He's trying to stare into your soul.
Fuck Max Payne. So I'm anti Max Payne. I'm gonna go with Curtsy. Curtsy over Max Payne, and we don't give a fuck. We don't give a Frenchman's fuck about the early prelims, except for Paul Felder. Why the fuck is this fight on the goddamn Fight Pass prelims? Now. That fight, this motherfucking fight, not that I'm angry about it, this motherfucking fight should be where that goddamn Uriah Hall fight is. It should be the fucking main event of the prelim. And this is what I was saying when I was making that joke about how Chael would say that there's like 4 UFCs this weekend.
Yeah.
Because the main card, that pay-per-view, is a show.
Yeah.
The fucking prelims on FS1 is a show.
Mm-hmm.
And the fucking prelims on Fight Pass is another show.
Yeah.
There's 3 fucking shows right there. And so, if you look at the shows and you're like, okay, we want to put together a balanced show so that people who only subscribe to like Fight Pass
Yeah.
will get something of value. So we're not just going to put like people they've never heard of,
Mm-hmm.
but it should still be building towards these really elegant crescendos. Like, now, is that the pro wrestling in me?
Sure.
Of course.
Yeah.
But what the fuck do you think this shit is based on?
Entertainment.
So, I'm looking at Dorino, right? Let's go to that Fight Pass fucking, let's go to that.
Okay.
Click on that shit. Because this card is stacked as fuck. Gilbert Burns and Dan Hooker are not fucking playing games. Gilbert Burns is famous. Lando Venata.
Lando Venata is slick with it.
Lando Venata is so fun to watch.
Yes.
Why the fuck is he on Fight Pass? Well, you know good and goddamn well the Rafael Sunshine and Rob Font, that Max Payne, she looked like she belonged on this card, dog. She belonged where she is.
Emily Spitfire.
She belonged where she is.
And then Mike Perry.
And Mike Perry versus Paul fucking Felder. That's your fucking headline for FS1.
Yeah. Because it's going to be fireworks.
You could even argue that that could be the first fight on the main card.
Yeah.
And that you could move Chiesa and Pettis down to where Font and fucking Asunciao are.
Mm-hmm.
And then you put Mike Perry and Paul Felder. Actually, no. You put Mike Perry and Paul Felder in the second slot. You put Chiesa and Pettis in the spot before the pay-per-view.
Okay.
And yeah, if you want to leave a little bit of meat on that fucking prelim card, then leave the fucking Venata and Burns fights where they are.
Yeah.
But god damn it, Paul Felder and Mike Perry are fucking curtain jerkers now?
Yes.
Are you fucking serious? You put fucking Paul Felder on TV with a mic in his hand.
Mm-hmm.
They know who he is.
Yeah, but...
And he's going to jerk the curtain for you.
Yes. I think this might have been like a last-minute decision, though.
It's the wrong fucking decision.
Yeah. 'Cause I think 2 of Mike Perry's people fell out during...
What do you mean that? Oh.
They felt like, I think one.
I see.
Yeah, like they got. So I think it was like a last-minute thing to keep Mike Perry in the card. Sort of deal.
See, we're both black.
Yeah.
And so sometimes when people fought, they fell out.
They fell out.
I was thinking like his corner people for a second. You see? So when people think that I just default into like white culture,
Sometimes.
no, I default into black shit.
There you go.
And then I'm like, wait, what?
Wait.
You
hold
couldn't
on.
possibly meant that.
Hold on. So, but these are the 2 cards. Is there anything else going on in the world of combat sports in terms of events this weekend? Does Bellator have one?
I don't know.
I don't think so. So I think they had one last weekend. Or last Friday.
I don't know. Now, there is an event in combat sports. There's a motherfucking tournament in Toledo, Ohio.
There is.
And who's going there?
I am.
Who's carrying the fucking flag with them?
Me, this guy.
And that's all we need.
Just one guy.
One guy.
Yeah.
Send him into the field.
Yeah.
Let him bring back all the fucking heads, all the arms.
Yeah.
Maybe if he wants to take the ears off the bodies and make a necklace,
Woo!
that's up to him.
Put him on spikes and get my promotion. Like
That's
that.
up to him.
So my uncle did it. Just cut the heads off the Viet Congs, put them on spikes. And, hey,
We're not ratting.
Hey. I'm just saying.
We're just saying
I'm just saying.
we come from a long history
Of people doing this.
of headhunters.
Yeah. I'm not ratting. He's proud of it. He'll tell you himself.
So be ready,
Yeah.
because we're getting ready.
Woo! Yes. I have to work hard.
Anthony,
Yes.
do you have any weird news?
I have quite a bit of weird news. We'll do 3 because there's one that's MMA related, and it's a video of a fighter pulls the old fake heart attack during bizarre.
I heard about this.
Yes.
Now, Travis Fulton is a fucking legend.
Yes.
A fucking legend. What's Travis Fulton's record?
Let's see.
253 and 54.
Mm-hmm.
253
Five
wins and 54 losses.
So over 300.
Imagine getting your ass whooped 54 times.
Imagine having 300 fights.
No. Imagine getting your ass whooped 54 times. Incredible. That man is a fucking god.
That's so crazy to me.
And you're a bitch. And so am I.
Yes, we are.
Looking at that record, you better look at it with nothing but respect.
That's so crazy.
That's like, that dude is the fucking modern day pro wrestler.
Yeah.
Out here working whatever towns, traveling the country, willing to fucking fight anybody for a check.
Yeah.
You're a beautiful man.
Have you seen the video on this?
I have not seen the video.
It's quite interesting. They probably will hear it, but they won't see anything. Oh, I'm turning the volume on.
So he faked a heart attack. He reached for his heart. Like, oh my God, I'm having a heart attack. And then he threw some strikes and caught Travis. And then he starts beating the fuck out of Trav. He over the top of him, he's dropping hammers.
Plot twist happens. Uh-oh, what's going on here? There we go. Why is it? Don't lag up on me. I'll be upset.
And he's holding the fence right there. No?
Yeah.
No. Maybe a little bit.
It looks like he is. He's
He's tugging it.
Yeah.
Now, right now, I know what he's going to say. He's going to say this should be stopped. He reaches down and he taps out, right? Like, I don't want to punch my hero in the face.
Yes.
Why'd you fake a heart attack in front of your hero? And why are your hands on your waist and why's your mouth open right now?
Yeah.
You decided you wanted to go home. You wanted to take your fucking inbred tattooed ass home. That's it.
That's it.
Fuck yourself. Fuck yourself for throwing out that heart attack gimmick. Fuck yourself for tapping out and trying to play it like babyface it like, I didn't feel like punching him anymore. He's a legend. Then put him the fuck away.
Yeah. Call it a day.
No, like,
No, I mean,
if
yeah.
you respect him,
Yeah, no.
then you fucking kill him.
Yeah. Call it. Beat his ass.
And I don't mean literally.
Yeah.
I mean you fucking finish him.
Yeah.
That's how you respect a fighter. Oh, not today, cuz.
No, I want to beat my hero. No.
That's absurdly disrespectful.
because you took the fight.
If you fight your hero and you don't try to cut their fucking heart out, they should fucking shoot you in the face in the parking lot. Fuck you.
They should be able to tattoo their name on your back.
Trashy motherfucker. Not that I'm hot about it.
Of course not.
Fuck that guy.
Well,
Fuck that guy.
yeah.
Jonathan Ivey. Go fuck yourself. Tapping out.
Now
I got tired of hitting him.
we have regular weird news.
Fuck out of here.
Man beat up friend while his head was wedged between railings, and then he gets arrested and defecates all over police cell. So,
Okay. So the railings that like are near stairs and shit like that,
Yeah.
that's some sitcom shit. So like someone got their head stuck in between those.
Yes.
I feel like I'm Jocko Willink right now. This is what Jocko does.
Does he do?
What Jocko does is he'll read a passage and then he'll just say it back in like slightly different words.
Okay.
He'll be like, there was no food. And everyone died.
That's
And
it.
all there was this red wagon. And he'll like put it down and be like, so Echo, all there is this red wagon. And then everyone's dying. There's no food.
Yeah.
Let's go back to the book.
That's a great way to tell stories.
That's essentially what I just did too. But I did it because I have a lack of faith in the audience's ability to hear and understand what you said.
Okay.
No, I'm just telling you
Well.
why my insecurities came out. It was like I had a fear in my heart. I was like, I don't know if they know what he said. I don't know if they know.
Can you guess how this started?
So let me just say it again in different words. And then I was like, I literally just criticized Jocko for the Shakespeare episode for doing exactly what I'm doing
He's like,
right now.
Hey, man.
So I had to put a stop to it. But yeah, that's some sitcom shit. And so wait, So
You want to know how it
I
started?
whoop your ass while you're stuck in the railing.
But let's add something to that. We took a bunch of Valium before we do that.
Now, here's the second I'm gonna ask: who's doing the defecating?
The guy. So this is what it is. The guy who beats up the friend stuck in the railings. They both get arrested, separate cells. The guy who beat up the friend is the one doing the defecation in the police cell.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
It would have been a little bit funnier if the guy was stuck in the railing.
Yeah.
And was like, "I've got a shit." I know, like, it was kind of sort of not his fault.
Yeah.
You know?
He's like, he's got shit. No, but like he got out.
But the same asshole that beat up his friend.
Just like he took it.
Now, what does that even mean?
What?
Like, how did he beat him up?
Like he just started punching him in the head.
Like, did he bloody him?
Like they say, it's like he's like there's like marks in his bloody head. Yeah, there's not like bloody, but it just says like there's marks and some like cuts on his head, and you could be very well from the railing itself, because they get out
Like,
of
how many times do you punch your friend in the face?
how much Valium do you take with your friend?
I don't take Valium.
There you go. That's the question we need answered. Is how much
I-
Valium do you take from playing video games?
I'm not a goody two shoes, but there's certain drugs I don't like.
I'm just saying, how much drugs you have to take to fight your friend in the middle of the street? You go from playing video games, you don't remember what happens when you took so much Valium, and then you're just out on the street fighting, and then your head gets stuck in a railing.
And then I beat the fuck out of you.
And then we both get arrested, and then I protest by taking a shit in the police station and showing my genitals to the TV, to the CCTV.
Look at my dick. Now I'm gonna poop on you. You should never have arrested me.
Yes.
That's something I would have done when I was 20. Anyway.
And then last one, the new El Chapo. He looks like the Thumb, but they do a helicopter escape from prison. They steal a helicopter. So this is how it starts off. So there's the helicopter getting hijacked over here. They go to the prison. They come down with armed dudes. They extract this man, pull him up. The helicopter gets taken all the way over here, burned.
See?
Then they have a car waiting for him.
You see?
And they just drive out. They can't find him. They have 500 people looking for this dude.
Fake ass. Fucking hillbillies and street niggas who think you're hard. You're like, no, I'm gangster, cuz.
No, how hard are you to get
How
team?
gangster are you, cuz?
A team.
You don't got a real team
Yeah.
of like fucking military operatives that are gonna fucking steal
Come
helicopters? Here's a question.
No.
Here's a question, nigga. Which one of you niggas can fly a helicopter? Oh, nobody? Fucking level up. Fake gangsters.
That's
some real shit
well,
right
you
there.
want to know why? It's because the prison courtyard where the helicopter landed was the only area that's not protected by anti-air netting. Prison union representatives said, hey, we don't expect prisoners to leave.
He's like, who's gonna fucking fly in here and get him? It's like, just the real G's. That's who.
But like nobody got hurt. They just showed up, picked the dude up, and just.
Is he still at large?
He's still at large. They have 3,000 people have been drafted to look for this dude.
Now, hopefully, he's not like a terrorist. Cause
I think he like killed an officer. Let me just double check.
I'd feel bad for clapping for him, and I don't really clap for him. I clap for the accomplishment, and I clap in jest. It's not funny, Darren. Relax, bro.
Oh, so they took a flying instructor hostage. So they was like, "Hey, man, we don't know how to fly today. Give me your shit."
Be like, you're flying, dog, and here's where you're going.
Oh
It's
my
like,
god.
you like your mom? Cool. You like your wife? Cool, bro. I bet they like you too. Now, here's what you're about to do.
So he's serving 25 years sentence for a failed robbery during which a police officer was killed.
Okay. So he's a piece of shit.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit.
But
Wait.
just in terms of the game, bad guys versus cops,
Yeah.
this is a really good win for bad guys.
And this is his second escape.
His second escape?
Yeah, 2013, he escaped after seizing 4 guards as human shields and blowing several doors off with dynamite. This dude.
So this is an action movie.
This dude's
Look, you should have fucking had the fucking anti-aircraft shit the
She-
second you knew that guy in particular was coming in.
This is the rogue James Bond. That's like that movie where he goes rogue.
Look at that look of his face.
He's like, I know I'm getting out.
He's like somewhere in between Patrick Stewart and Barack Obama. He looks like they had a baby. Patrick Stewart and Barack Obama had a gay baby.
He's just a hairy thumb. He's like a hairy thumb with like toe knuckle hair, or knuckle hair.
No, there's something endearing about that smirk.
There
He's
is
like,
though. Like
I'm gonna get away though.
Yeah, he's like, and he does like this dude.
He says his eyes and mouth say,
like
I'm gonna get away though.
basically, it's like he looks at you like you're beneath me. Like everybody's beneath me. Like you guys, I'm just playing
I'm
your
in no
silly.
position to argue.
I'm playing
right
your
now.
silly game here. We just play. All right, you
Alright.
arrest me.
One more
I go to jail, and then I break out. We
Yeah.
just-
No, I respect his hustle.
but that's so crazy. He never hurts anybody when he just like breaks out.
Well, he was involved in something that caused the loss of life.
Right.
Now, I don't know if it was direct action from him that caused that.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I don't know. Nor do I care to look into it.
No, that's fine. I'm just gonna read through the rest of the article.
But just in terms of the game,
Yeah.
like cops and robbers,
Yeah.
man, that's a very strong move by the robbers.
It looks like he had a nice car too that he rolled up that he got picked up in afterwards.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro. If we're flying in and out of places, you're not taking me home in a Peugeot. Like, the fuck are we doing here?
They call him the writer. He
Yes.
took a media tour and he has an autobiography and a media tour.
Of course.
Of course. Why not?
See, real gangsters have media tours. While all these other motherfuckers out here, like, living at their mom's house, ear hustling. Fuck out of here. Anthony!
Yes.
It's been a lovely episode.
It's been a lovely episode. Shout out to Molly Holly again.
Oh, is someone in the comments?
Yes.
What's up, Molly?
You both aren't black. Quit lying. Well, thank you for that.
How dare you?
Yes.
How dare you? I'm black as fuck.
Yes.
As fuck. And with that,
Mm-hmm.
I-77, episode 77.
It's over.
It's a wrap.
It's done.
Goodbye, Internet. XOXO.